In today's video, we're talking about mental health. But first, we got to be 100% honest. You know, a lot of times in society, we don't talk about topics like this. So give yourself a pat on the back for changing the narrative, for caring about your mental health. And I want to show you guys some statistics that happen with men and mental health right here. So this topic is very, very important. And I'm glad that you clicked this video, and I promise I'll do the topic justice. Definitely more than 5, but it's 5 main things that we can do that can help us. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I appreciate y'all for watching. To my brothers, welcome back to Purpose Driven Man. If you don't know, if you're not aware, June is Men's Mental Health Month. But the truth is, I believe that every day is important for us to take care of our mental health. It shouldn't be reduced to a month, and the awareness of it shouldn't be reduced to a month. And the second thing that I believe is society don't really care. So we got to have our back. My first daily habit that I do for optimal mental health is I pray. For me, it's important to connect with God each and every day, especially when I first wake up in the morning. What I don't want to do is I don't want to grab my phone right when I wake up. Here's why. I don't want to do that because that could easily ruin your day. You check social media, you see something trending, you see news break. You don't know how that could affect you. What's important is that you say, okay, I'm gonna put down the phone. It's morning time. Yeah, I'm eager to get on the phone, but it could wait. Let me live in my real life. Let me pray to God who put me on this earth. Let me ask him to have a great day. Let me ask him for peace and reassurance. Let me take some time to just sit down and pray and be grateful for the new day. You just woke up. You got a brand new 24 hours. And the first thing we want to do with waking up is let me go ahead and use my phone all day long. And that puts you in a trap. So it's important to take at least the first 10, 15, 20 minutes of your morning and say, you know what? I don't even care to see my phone. I just want to disconnect. I want to pray. I want to meditate. You know, it's important to meditate, right? Reflect and just be able to start the day off right without opening up notifications or messages or social media. Just put those things away for a little bit and have some you time. Talk to the person who put you on this earth. Talk to God. You know, I know a lot of people, they're having problems in life. They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot with their mental health. But when you give your problems to God and when you just focused on solving it with him, life becomes a lot more peaceful. You understand that things could get better for you. And there's a lot of people, they don't prioritize that. They don't prioritize having a relationship with God. But, you know, I'm able to have good mental health because I'm just doing, you know, for me, it's like people be asking me, why do you want to do this? Or why do you want to do that? And God told me. It made my life so much peaceful because I don't make it all about me. And it's easy for people to make their life all about themselves. Because I get it, it's your life. But who put you here? And you could say your parents, but who put them there? And we could play that game all day long until we get back to the source. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, how do you not form a relationship with God? So me forming a relationship with God helps me in my daily life. You know, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but I'm just letting you know, for me, you know, when I got God on my side, it makes life so much more peaceful. The decisions I make it with him. And that don't mean I'm gonna be perfect, but it means that I prayed about it, I thought about it. So I'm not gonna have any regrets on what I do in life because I'm doing it with God in mind. I'm doing it with him. That brings me a sense of peace. That brings me a sense of clarity. I don't worry about the past because I believe in God. And I know that God could make me new again. You see what I'm saying? I'm living a new life. Every single day I wake up is another chance to be a whole new man, a different man, a better man than I was yesterday. And I take that challenge on. So that's what I do each and every day. And that keeps me rejuvenated. It keeps my mindset good. It makes my mindset clear. I think the goal that we're looking for a lot of times is clarity. We want our mindset to be clear. We want clarity. We want peace. So these are the things that are associated with the healthy and good mind. So how do you have clarity? Well, you got to get rid of clutter. The phone is full of clutter. The phone is full of new messages. The phone is full of new news and stuff that's going on. You got to get rid of things that feels like it's going to clutter you up. And you want to free up yourself and say, you know what? Let me just be at peace. Let me just take time for me. And that's how you're able to have clarity. And of course, that's going to transfer to good mental health. Okay. The second thing that I do, and I do this throughout the day, almost every moment of the day, unless I'm thinking about the future specifically, is I am always doing my best to be in the present moment. Right now I got cars driving behind me. Right now I'm sitting on this little bench thing. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that I'm speaking on camera. I can see the trees. I can feel the wind. I can feel how my phone feels in my hand. These things may sound silly, but this is how you stay grounded. And staying grounded in a world that keeps on moving, in a world that doesn't care about you, in a world that is always talking about the next big thing, the next hottest topic, that always wants your mind running 1,000 miles per hour. It's important to stay grounded. I'm reading a lot about this in this book called The New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and he's speaking about removing the ego. Removing the ego. How do you remove the ego? You got to be in the present moment. And a lot of the times the ego is that mind that keeps on thinking, keep on thinking. You're always thinking about something. How do you shut that off? You got to shut that off. In order to have good mental health, you got to shut that off. You got to be at peace. How do you be at peace? You start to recognize, okay, I'm thinking all these thoughts. My mind is going 1,000 miles per hour. I need to be in the moment. Let me slow down. Let me be in the moment. And that's what I've learned to do. And I practice that every single day of my life because it keeps me grounded and it keeps me at peace and it helps me to focus on what's important. You know, I don't want to get distracted with things that aren't going to push me forward or things that aren't going to push me in the direction that I need to go. So in order for me to stay grounded, to have a good mental mindset, man, I'm always in the present moment. If I'm with my family, I'm in the present moment. If I'm eating dinner, I'm in the present moment. I'm taking my time with my food. I'm enjoying the food. I'm trying to see how the food tastes. I'm trying to taste all the flavors. I'm trying to really be in the moment with the food, because once you eat the food, it's gone. Same way with life. Once you live, life is gone. And you don't want your life to be gone and you never really lived in the moment. To live in the moment is to truly live life. But if you're living in the past or if you're living in the future, how are you going to have good mental health? You're always thinking about the past. You're always thinking about things that have already happened. Or you're always thinking about the future. You're always thinking about things that have not happened yet. So how do we find that balance? We find that balance by saying, you know what? Instead of me thinking about the past that has already happened, and instead of me thinking about the future that hasn't even happened yet, let me think about the present moment. Let me be in the moment. Let me be right here. So right now, my only focus is, okay, I'm outside. It's a great day, but I'm focused on filming this video, being in the moment and giving the most value that I can. That's what I'm doing right now. 10, 20 minutes from now, I could be doing something different, but I'm going to be fully immersed into that. I don't like to drag things on. I really don't like that. I like to be in the moment. I like to enjoy life. I like to think about how I can make the present moment the best moment that it can be. And once you start to think like that, you start to have better mental health, because you're no longer a prisoner of the past and you're no longer a prisoner of the future. You're a prisoner of the present moment, which to me isn't prison at all. That's freedom. The third thing that I do to have good mental health is I journal, I read, and I reflect. Now, I don't journal as much, so I haven't done a video on journaling yet because I'm trying to journal more. And I don't like to make content on things that I haven't actually done in my real life to the fullest extent. But from time to time, I'll journal, I'll reflect on my day, and it feels good. You know, it's a good closure to the day. You know, I've been reading a lot, and, you know, once we read, that's how we get wisdom and knowledge, but there's also a peace of mind to reading. You start to recognize that there's beauty in reading. You know, it's a different form of entertainment, because now you can grab the knowledge and wisdom from it, you know, instead of just watching TV all day. It's like, let me pick up a book. I definitely recommend y'all reading for good mental health, and I recommend you guys reflecting. When you journal, you're able to reflect. When you read, you're also able to just relax. It calms the mind. It's not as entertaining. It's a little bit more black and white. You're reading words off a page. You're not really worried about social media or things moving up and down. You know, you're not worried about being entertained by like videos or nothing like that, or by TV. You know, you start to realize that you can find entertainment in the simpler things in life, and that'll translate in your life. You know, you start to appreciate small things. You know, you start to appreciate little moments, which are actually the big moments. You know, so being entertained by books is important, because then it's like you go outside, you see a tree, and it looks majestic to you. It don't look like just a regular thing no more. You start to appreciate things for what it is. You start to appreciate life on a deeper level, because you're able to be entertained by books. I'm not saying watching a movie. I love movies. I'm not saying playing video games. I like playing NBA 2K from time to time. Like, I'm not saying that these are inherently bad things, not at all. But what I am saying is y'all got to start reading. I think that we're reading significantly less than we used to. On average, it's like people reading 0 books a year. And it's unfortunate. We could be reading a lot more than that. We could be having a lot more wisdom than that. We could be journaling, writing our own books, writing our own things, creating our own things, and just reflecting on our day. So if you want good mental health, a habit that I do, like I said, I journal from time to time. I want to journal more. I'm being honest about that. I definitely read. And on top of that, I'm just reflecting on my day. So before I go to sleep, I'm reflecting on how was my day? Was it a good day? You know, was it a bad day? And to me, every day's a good day because I'm still alive and I'm working towards making my life better. So to me, every day's a good day, even if it was quote unquote bad. But it's like, how would I rank today and why? And how did I feel today? Reflecting on your days will bring you what? It's what we spoke about earlier, clarity. Number 4, it's important to have a routine checklist. It's important to have a routine for your life. You know, again, you want your life to be simple. You don't want to overcomplicate things. So when you wake up, you know that you're brushing your teeth, you know that you're praying, you know that you're taking a shower, you know that you're doing whatever you need to do to start your day, drinking your coffee. You have a routine. And I'm not saying you got to have the whole day figured out. That would be nice. But if you could at least have 50% of your day figured out, if you can at least have a morning routine, it will make your life more simple. It will make you look forward to the routines that you set into place. Because how do we stay disciplined? You can't just stay disciplined by saying I'm a disciplined person. You got to actually implement that. Discipline looks like routine. Discipline looks like doing something on a consistent basis. That's discipline. So if you want to have good mental health, it's important to have a routine. It's important to have a routine where you check up on yourself. It's important to have a routine where you take care of yourself. It's important to have a morning routine. It's important to have a night routine. Routines work, and routines give you something to look forward to. It doesn't make you lost. It gives you clarity and it gives you direction. Those are what we're looking for. Again, what makes a good, healthy mind? Clarity, good direction, you know, being at peace. So we have to do things that bring us that. So what's going to bring us clarity? What's going to bring us being in a good direction? It's being consistent. It's being disciplined. It's having a routine. Number 5, prioritizing your peace. You have to do things that prioritize your peace. You got to let go of things that don't prioritize your peace. And this life is all about being at peace, because that's when you're able to operate as your best self. If you're always antsy, or if you're always anxious, if you're always angry, you're not going to operate as your best self. You're going to operate out of that emotion. You're going to operate out of anger. You're going to operate out of fear. You're going to operate out of anxiety. And those are not things that we want for our mental health. It's all about being at peace, man. Be around the right people. Be around the right friend group. Be around the right energy. Be around people that want to be around you. You know, it's all about peace. Do things that bring you peace. If playing video games bring you peace after a long day, trust me, you got my permission, bro. You did everything you needed to do. Please go play a game. Go play one video game. Just one, because you got to get back on the grind the next day. But go play, man. Go relax. Do things that will relax the mind. You know, you got to prioritize your peace. See, we prioritize everything else. We prioritize working a job so we can make money. We prioritize livelihood. We prioritize people. But when you prioritize your peace, you're finally prioritizing yourself. And you guys know over here, you can't put yourself last. Because when you put yourself last, other people are going to put you last too. What you have to understand is when you put yourself first, and when you start to prioritize your peace, which is you prioritizing yourself. So when you put yourself first, you're able to take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you're able to be better for others because you actually have something to offer and give them. You see what I'm saying? But when you don't take care of yourself, and when you're depleted, and when your tank is on E, when your tank is on empty, when your tank is on empty, what do you have to give to people? But when your tank is on F, when your tank is on full, you have a lot to give because you poured into yourself. You didn't neglect yourself. And there's a lot of people walking around with bad mental health because they have neglected themselves. They're living life for other people. They're doing things for other people. They care a lot about other people, which is beautiful. But at the end of the day, you got to care about yourself. You got to focus on yourself too. You got to prioritize your own peace. You got to care about yourself. How can you care about others and you don't care about yourself? How can you love others if you don't love yourself? And some people still don't recognize this, and they think if I don't love others, if I don't care about others, then I'm a bad human being. No, no. You need to love yourself first, and then you can love others. You need to take care of your own mental health, and then you can speak about mental health to other people. So I'm not just speaking about mental health because it's June. I'm speaking about mental health because this is an important topic. Suicide rates are out the roof. Men are committing suicide at crazy numbers that you wouldn't even believe. And the reason that they're doing that is because they feel lost. They feel lost. They didn't form better habits. People weren't believing in them. People didn't say that, hey, I care about you. People, we live in a dark world. But we have to be the light, and we got to know that, hey, we can be great. We can be better. Life is worth living, and it is. And I'm telling you, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't prioritize yourself, then life is going to take advantage of you, and not in a good way. People will take advantage of your heart. People will take advantage of who you are. People will take advantage of your mental health, your mental capacity. You got to save some of that for yourself. So it's important to block out time every day just for you. It's important to block out time to have peace. We can't feel bad for wanting to take care of ourselves. The world is going to not care about us, man. The world, we going to work for the world. We going to work for an organization or a corporate job or whatever. And if we pass away, what's going to happen? You know, only your friends and family going to care. Your true friends, your real family members, you know, and God. You know, at the end of the day, you could give society your everything, but do they care about you when it's time for you to fall back? Do they care about you when you down on your butt? Do they care about you when life ain't going good? Are they there for you? You know, will society be there for you? Society is the same one that can lift you up and then bring you down. You know, we've been there before. We understand all this. So you have to be there for yourself, because nobody else could be there for you, man. You have to take care of your mental health. You have to. You got to prioritize that. You got to be honest with yourself. You know, be honest with yourself. Be honest about how you feeling. Be honest about how you doing. Don't be scared to seek help. You know, don't be scared. We way beyond 5, bro. We talking. It's a conversation. You know, those are the 5 daily habits I do, but I'm just giving y'all advice outside of that. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help if you really got to ask for help. Because let me tell you something, bro. We don't want to hear that one of our purpose-driven brothers is no longer with us because you didn't want to ask for help. You know, ask for help, man. You know, I see some of the comments that y'all be commenting, how you feeling, how life is tough, and you know, some people don't know if it's worth it. It's worth it. Like, life is worth it, bro. You know, things get better, but you just got to keep pushing forward. You can't quit. You know, and you don't want to stay in that state. Let's say you sad and you depressed. You know, how can you cheer yourself up? I don't got all the answers, but I know one thing: when you keep moving, when you keep believing in yourself, when you carve out time for you to just be at peace, when you seek help, you know, when you talk about what's going on to people who are close to you and want to see you win, want to see you in a better position, life will get better for you. So it's important for us to take care of our mental health. This month is Men's Mental Health Month, and we know that it's not going to get the attention that it deserves, but at least, you know, we could come on YouTube and talk about it. At least, you know, I could give a few tips to my brothers. At least, you know, we could highlight some of the issues that we have. And I think a lot of it, you know, we forget our self-worth. We forget that we are purpose-driven. All of us, we all have a purpose. And once someone has a purpose, then they're able to live life. They're able to live life for real, go through life, experience life. And no matter what life throws at them, they still want to go out and take it as a challenge and say, you know what, I'm going to figure it out, because they have a purpose. And that purpose is deep within us. And we got to figure out what that is. You can't walk around life aimless. I think a lot of people, they lost and they aimless, and they don't know if they have a purpose. They don't believe that they have a purpose. And that's the exact reason why they begin to feel sad, they begin to feel depressed, and their mental health starts to go off the rails. I think a lot of people care about what people think. You know, it ain't a daily habit, but it's something that I always keep in mind, that I don't give a damn what people think about me. I don't care what people think about me. I care about what I think of myself. You know, I care about who I want to be in this world. You know, if somebody's thinking negative towards me, I don't care. Now, if it's somebody that has inspired me, if it's somebody that's course correcting me, if it's somebody that's saying, Malik, you could do better at this, or you could do better at that, of course I care. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking about opinions of people who don't have nothing to do with us. They don't know us from a can of paint. They weren't raised with us. They don't know nothing about us, but they got everything to say about us. That's a problem to me. You know, I want to be around people that's feeding me good energy. I want to be around people that's giving me wisdom. I want to be around people that want to see me do better. You know, we not talking about that. If somebody's trying to tell you to do better, you got to listen to that. But if somebody's trying to tell you stuff and they don't even really know you, nah, I'm not worried about thoughts from other people's opinions or outside thoughts. We got to focus and we got to lock in on what we got going on. We got to focus and we got to lock in on what we got going on. We got to focus and we got to lock in on our purpose. And that's the importance of having a purpose and being on your purpose. You know, one of my daily habits I'm doing every day is I'm on my purpose, bro. Every day. You know what this video gonna be called? It's gonna be called 5+, because we talking about a lot more than just 5. Every day I'm on my purpose. I'm on my God-given purpose every single day. That's my Instagram bio right now. On my God-given purpose every single day. I'm on my God-given purpose every single day. And that keeps me going no matter what I'm going through. Happy, sad, that brings me joy. That brings me so much joy that I get to wake up and record a video and give it to my brothers. We can have a discussion, conversation in the comment section and just talk about how we doing. Like that brings me life, and I hope that brings y'all life too. I hope that it could brighten your day too, that I'm making this content. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, do what brings you joy. Do what makes you happy. If something don't make you happy, then it gotta go. If something don't bring you peace, then it gotta go. How your mental health is gonna be good when you hanging around people that don't bring you peace or happiness, or you in an environment that doesn't want to, you know, see you grow? So, you know, my mama sent me some the other day. I think it was like a photo. She sent me like a photo the other day, and it was it said, you know, a lot of times, you know, a flower won't bloom in a particular environment because it just ain't the right environment. You got to change the environment. It ain't necessarily the flower. So I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, y'all are kings. Y'all are purpose driven. Y'all on your purpose. It ain't always your fault why things ain't going right. It might just be the environment that you in. Put you in a different environment and you could flourish. So sometimes you can't be scared to leave that environment because you fearful of a particular environment. You fearful of what the environment might do. You fearful of all these different things, and we can't lead with fear. We can't have fear. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that, okay, I'm gonna take this leap of faith. I'm gonna go to a new environment and I'm gonna do well, because this environment right here, it's not feeding me. It's not helping me grow. It ain't helping my soul. How do we expect our mental health to be right and we in the same environments that's keeping us down? How do we expect our mental health to be better but we hanging around people that's keeping us down? How do we expect our mental health to be better but we're not working on becoming better each and every day? How do we expect our mental health to be better but we're not honest about ourselves? Back to the 5, right? How can we expect our mental health to be better but we're not praying? We're not tapped in with God. How can we expect our mental health to be better but we're not journaling? We're not writing. We're not reflecting on our days. How can we expect our mental health to be better but we don't have a routine of clarity for each and single thing that we're doing each and every day? How can we expect our mental health to be better when we're not hanging around the right group of people that's going to uplift us and inspire us? How can we expect our mental health to be better when we're not being better? It's all about self-improvement. It's all about evolving. It's all about being 1% better each day. I forgot 4 and 5. Well, let me see. Prioritizing. Yeah, how your mental health gonna be better if you ain't prioritizing your peace? How your mental health gonna be better if you're not in the present moment? You always living in the past, or you living in the future, or you living for other people. When you gonna live for you? And when you gonna do what you need to do so you could get right with God, you could get right with yourself, and you could get right with life? I love y'all, for real. I appreciate y'all for watching. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's stop playing around. Prioritize your mental health. Start having habits that's going to help you prioritize your mental health, because you deserve to live a good life. You deserve to live a peaceful life, but you got to put in the habits in order to make it happen. So let's go over these 5 one more time. All right. It's important to pray. It's important to be in the present moment. It's important to journal, read, and reflect. It's important to have a routine checklist, right? It's important to have a routine, or you can have a checklist. You need one or the other. And it's important to prioritize your peace. These are 5 daily habits that I do to optimize my mental health. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.